Ah, yes, the Grey Cup party. She's well underway right now in Toronto, but they have run into a little problem there. Snow. Lindsay Duncombe joins us now live from Toronto with the latest. Lindsay?
Hello, Janet. Well, we're keeping nice and toasty warm in here with the pipe band who played that beautiful music for us earlier today. How are you guys feeling about the Grey Cup?
Oh, we're very excited to be here. It's always a privilege to represent Winnipeg, represent Manitoba, and be here when the Bombers are playing in the Cup.
It's awesome. Now, the party is going on, Janet, but there are a few delays and pushbacks, all because of the weather. A little snow won't keep this Bomber fan from his pancakes.
The Calgary breakfast, the Calgary hats, they're a Grey Cup tradition.
Not today.
The people here have informed us that they've cancelled everything outside today.
Toronto is in the grips of, well, Winnipeg-y weather. It's a chilly -3. Winds are gusting up to 46 kilometers an hour, and there's all this white stuff. So, organizers shut down the street festival and canceled the pancake breakfast.
It's an outdoor activity. It's supposed to be in an outdoor stadium and we're supposed to enjoy the outdoors. It's just really sad that because a little bit of snow happens that they decide that we can't have our party.
The party has moved inside to the shelter of the convention center, and Prairie fans aren't impressed.
I don't know, but everything seems to be closing down for just a few little droplets of snow.
Prairie people are hardy people and we could take it.
Even fans from here think the decision was a bit extreme.
It's Toronto. It's Southern Ontario. We don't handle snow well. What can I say?
To be fair, safety is a concern. It's slippery, it's windy. In weather like this, people might get hurt. So, I corner Toronto's mayor. Are you going to call in the army?
No. Toronto's a warmer place. That's just the way it is, and we're proud of our city. You know, I know Calgary would have loved to have its pancake breakfast today, but it'll have it tomorrow and it'll have a great turnout. So.
And Janet, the weather is causing some delays for people flying in for Winnipeg. A few flights are a little bit late, but there is sun in the forecast for tomorrow, so everything should be back on track. And there's no worries about the game because it has that big dome over top of it that keeps all the weather out. So that's it from here, Janet. I'm going to go learn how to use this thing. What's it called? The mace? Yeah. I'll be marching with the band.
Excellent, Lindsay. Have fun. You know, CBC is your Blue Bomber Grey Cup station, the only station to broadcast the game. CBC News at 6 will be live for you in Winnipeg and in Toronto all week long. We'll have full coverage of the Bombers before and after the game on Grey Cup Sunday as well. We will bring you live reports from one of Winnipeg's biggest Grey Cup parties. Watch for us before and during the pre-game show. And then kickoff for the 95th Grey Cup game. After the game, 11 p.m., we have a Grey Cup news special for you with live reports from Toronto and here in Winnipeg. At 11:30, we will rebroadcast the game. So if you missed it, if you want to see it again, you can. Grey Cup fever, it's all over our city of Winnipeg. The students at Balmoral Hall showed their blue and gold pride today. They had a rally with a former Blue Bomber kicker as their special guest. Trevor Kennard admitted a dark secret.
Don't tell anybody. I was a Calgary Stampeder fan in 1967, but I've been a Blue Bomber player and supporter and a big fan of the club now for 7 years. And all I have to say is, go Bombers.
Go Bombers. A trainload of Bomber and Roughrider fans took off from Winnipeg this afternoon. You better watch out, Toronto.
Yeah, if there's any Roughrider fans, they're going off.
Oh, I'm sure it won't come to that, people being thrown off the train, even though, yes, Winnipeg and Saskatchewan fans are traveling together to the big game. VIA added an extra car to its regular train to accommodate both the Winnipeg and Saskatchewan fans who were looking for a ride to Toronto. So far on the trip, the rivalry appears to be in good fun, even when it's in the same family.
I'm going as a Saskatchewan fan. She's a big Bomber fan. So this is a big dream come true with Grey Cup with the two of them in the cup.
And so how do you think the train ride's going to be? Every kind of fan on there?
Yes. Yeah, we're a little frightened actually.
Yeah, a plane would be faster, wouldn't it? One more time. like the sound of Bomber fans cheering on their team. You know, Manitobans love to tell stories, and if Ryan Dinwiddie can pull off a victory in this Grey Cup, won't we have a tale to tell? Mike Beauregard joins us now live from Toronto. That'll be the fairy tale of all time, Mike, if we win this one.
Wouldn't it, huh?
It'll be a good story.
You know what? If they're going to win on Sunday without their starting quarterback, they're going to have to be really efficient in a number of areas. They're going to have to be able to run the ball somewhat. They're going to have to play great defense. They're going to have to limit their turnovers and maybe get one more big play out of Keith Stokes. A month ago, Keith Stokes was out of football, thinking of a career in teaching.
I was going to be the gym teacher for my high school that I used to coach at and work on be the football coach there.
And then the phone rang?
Phone rang, I got a call, and it was like, when can you be at the airport? I said, yesterday.
The CFL veteran, who was cut by Montreal in training camp, was signed by the Bombers to improve their return game and is now in the Grey Cup.
This is a great feeling, man. I could have went on any other team and I'd be home right now. And Winnipeg called me, came here, and I'm in the Grey Cup.
This is what Keith Stokes does for a living.
Stokes got a hole. Still on his feet. Stokes could go.
He returned a punt 81 yards for a touchdown in the Eastern Final to sink the Argonauts. His coach called it the biggest play of the game.
Oh, man, long overdue. Long overdue, man. It felt real good to get in the end zone, let everybody see that I can still play. People kind of ripped me off a little bit, but I came out there and got the job done.
Teammates will tell you he's not that fit or that fast, but has an innate ability to make people miss him.
He's been taking some returns out of things that aren't really there. He's obviously very, very difficult to tackle, and he's to have not played all year and basically see the same Keith Stokes as last year and the years before is pretty impressive.
Winnipeg special teams have improved drastically in recent weeks, proving how valuable they can be to a team's success.
The little things are everything, especially when you come to a big game. I mean, both teams obviously deserve to be here, and it's whoever takes care of the little things the best is going to win.
Keith Stokes won a Grey Cup with Montreal in 2002 and has offered advice to his new teammates.
It's great to be here, but it's even better to win. I mean, because that feeling after a loss of a Grey Cup, that hurts. But the feeling after a win is something that's lifetime. No, the loss, nobody really remembers that. But that win is lifetime. Your name is written on the cup.
The highlights of Grey Cup week, aside from just seeing a horse pass by here on the street, is the CFL Player Awards. They're on tonight at Roy Thompson Hall here in Toronto. The Bombers have 3 finalists up for awards. Kevin Glenn is up for the league's Most Outstanding Player Award, along with Saskatchewan's Kerry Joseph. Doug Brown is nominated for Top Canadian, an award he won back in 2001. He's up against Jason Claremont of BC. And Dan Goodspeed, who's recovered from major knee surgery to have a fine season, is up for Top Lineman, along with BC's Rob Murphy.
In training camp, I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to contribute to the team. I was just coming out of rehab, finishing my rehab, and who knows? I know a lot of guys that get done with their rehab and still have problems. So it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it mean more to me if we won on Sunday. It's like I say, it's one of those things that's out of your hands, so you don't get too worked up about it either way. It would be a tremendous honor to be recognized in that sense, just because there are so many tremendous Canadian talents in this league.
I mean, it'll just be icing on the cake. The thing that I want to win is a Grey Cup ring. So if it means, if you ask me right now what's more important, the MVP or the Grey Cup ring, is the Grey Cup ring.
The Manitoba Bisons practice for the final time today. They play the St. Mary's Huskies for all the marbles, the Canadian University Championship, the Vanier Cup, here tomorrow night. A lot of people think this game will come down to whether St. Mary's can move the ball against the Bisons' defense. Manitoba has the top D in the nation. They've given up only 10 points a game, and they actually score on you every now and then. St. Mary's won't have their starting quarterback, Eric Glavich, who last night was voted the top player in the country. He's injured. They'll have to play with their backup quarterback.
We don't have anything necessarily planned for him specifically. We're gonna play our base rules. Obviously, if their starter was in, we might have done some things differently. But the way it is now, we're gonna concentrate on stopping their run and forcing this kid to beat us downfield.
And as we mentioned last night, Janet, the Bisons will have a lot of support here in Toronto. Everyone who's here for the Bomber game will be here for the Bisons as well.
That's great, Mike. Thanks so much.
Thank you.